In the Unresolved Problems segment tonight, the Obama administration's handling of the terror threat. Secretary of State John Kerry facing backlash after remarks to reporters in Bangladesh yesterday. Secretary Kerry saying, quote, "If you decide one day you're going to be a terrorist and you're willing to kill yourself, you can go out and kill some people. You can make some noise. Perhaps the media would do us all a service if they didn't cover it quite as much. People wouldn't know what's going on." That statement is causing, as you might imagine, quite a bit of a reaction. Joining us now with his take, syndicated columnist and Fox News contributor Charles Krauthammer. Charles, so that looks a little different than usual in the O'Reilly setup.
But apparently there's no spin here either.
No spin here. Your thoughts on Secretary Kerry?
Look, if you're living in an alternate reality, you want other people to come and join you. And it's clear that he and his boss, the president, have this view, especially the president. He said it openly, that the media, the public, exaggerates the importance of terrorism. He said once, Obama said, if it leads, it bleeds. The media love it, it's good ratings, but it's completely out of proportion to the threat to the country. It's not existential, it's not world historical. Obama sees it essentially as a geopolitical nuisance, and he wants to treat it that way. The problem is that it kills a lot of people. Obama says more people die in accidents in bathtubs. Well, bathtubs don't shout Allahu Akbar when they kill you, and they aren't trying to kill you. There's a big difference. This is a nemesis out there, and the idea that if you just don't cover it, if you hide it and you pretend it doesn't happen, it will go away, and you will assuage the anxieties of the people in the West is simply silly. And I think it was a ridiculous thing to say. But then again, he does travel a lot, and you get a lot of jet lag.
Let me push devil's advocate from the administration point of view. By giving it so much attention, by giving it so much credence that it is affecting the nation, then you are, in their mind, empowering these organizations that otherwise would not be as powerful.
Look, it has already changed our lives. When you go to an airport today compared to 50 years ago, it's a completely different experience. Every government building in Washington is essentially an armed camp. There are people everywhere. We didn't have that even 30 years ago. Of course, it's changed our lives. We've had to adapt to it. And part of it is being willing to see the reality. It is true that it is not at the level of, Pearl Harbor, but that's not what we're comparing it to. We haven't had a hot war of that kind, great power against other great power, in 70 years. With nuclear weapons, we probably never will. This is the kind of warfare that we are engaged in. And it simply destroys the confidence of the people in the leadership if you try to pretend it's not as real and deadly as it is.